good evening, folks, and welcome back to Sunset City. Uh, I am, as always, your beloved Killer GM. I use he, him pronouns, but I portray a variety of people, places, and things in this wide comic book multiverse of ours. So, gals, guys, and non-binary thighs, let's go around the table, introduce our wonderful cast of Mythfits as we roll back in this evening. Christy, how you doing? Who you playing?
Hi, I'm Christy. I play Isla or Hassar. Um, I'm always nervous, but I get so excited. It's like fear, adrenaline. That's what's we got going. So
I mean, not
enjoy or
unwarranted in
pain.
this game, but fantastic. And Celeste, how are you doing? Who are you playing this evening?
I'm always happy to be here. Hi, I'm Celeste. I use they or he pronouns. I'm playing Elodie Young, aka Lady Perilous, using she, her pronouns. And my goodness, I'm just, I'm scared. I'm always scared, but I'm always excited. I'm pretty much in the same boat as Christy. I'm pretty much saying exactly what Christy just said, only not as eloquently. So,
Getting ready to go off. Pope, my friend, how are you doing? Who are you playing tonight?
Hey everybody, Pope here, Pope World Below Twitter, Pope World Below Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. I get to play Arthur S., and also known as Barcast, using the Beacon playbook. And both he and I are terrified, given everything that has and is about to happen. So, fingers crossed, all of my misdeeds don't come to bite us all in the butt.
Well, I mean, it already came back around once. What's the worst that could happen, right?
So much.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. Corey, how you doing, friend? Who you playing tonight? Corey, you there? Let me get you. We will come back to Corey in just a hot second here. Wally, how are you doing? Who are you playing tonight?
You know, seems like every time that you ended on a cliffhanger where we just get flung somewhere else, I get nervous. I myself get incredibly nervous. But Marvin, on the other hand, he views this as anticipation because he's probably going to get to punch something much 10 times larger than him. And you know what? It'll probably be worth it. It'll probably be worth it. He has a bucket list. He wants to punch something in every dimension before he dies. Sup, y'all? It is me, Wall, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet, who will let you have the first piece of the cheesy bread. Yeah, you get to have the cheesy bread, and I'll let you have the middle piece. I won't even complain that you take. I won't even complain about it. Yeah, take the middle piece. Yeah, take that middle piece.
That's love right there. That is just absolute love.
And Marvin, he goes by he/him pronouns, playing the bull playbook. Marvin would not give you the middle piece. He would give you the whole thing because he's the one that made the cheesy bread for you. So, there's right there.
Makes just loaves of cheesy bread for everybody. Like, what is there not to like?
That's what he does. You know, he likes to cook for his friends.
Yes. All right. Corey, we got you back now. Oh, you're muted.
Yes, I apologize for that. My volume was deactivated. I didn't hear anything that was going on up until just a little while ago. So
we've got you. We've got you here.
Okay.
So how you doing? Who are you playing tonight?
Oh, hello. For all of you watching the stream, hello. My name is Corey Sparks, also known as Hyperlight Sparks. I play Sapphire Sirius, the space alien from the planet Lithia, who, like me, goes by he/they pronouns. And unlike me, uses the outsider playbook. Um, yeah, last time I remember, we like got sucked into a portal,
Yep.
and we have no idea where we are now. So
Hmm.
this should be interesting.
Yes, yes. Last time was a bit of one of those blowouts you can only find in Mythfit comics, as the Mythfits rolled through Valhalla to obtain Beowulf's sword. It took a little bit of work. You might have had to worry about Big Monkey and Lizard for a little bit there, um, as well as several different variations of tank, demonic tank, and the unfortunate timing of trying to fight Lu Bu at some point. Um, all of this culminating with a giant multiplanar battle, after which the sword was indeed obtained. However, Loki had been unleashed. And of course, it is in Loki's nature to commit mischief. And the mischief committed was to send the Mythfits packing through a random portal. And so the Mythfits fell. And the Mythfits fell and landed, finally, in a very well lit metallic corridor. And that is where we open our scene.
Okay. Everyone here?
Yeah, Sapphire just like he like sort of gets up off the ground, like, yeah. All right.
Yep.
Does
I'm here.
this place look familiar to anyone?
No.
I see a.
Isla's
What?
got her face
Isla?
in Marvin's like, shoulder.
Oh,
I don't know.
he like Marvin just like pats or like you could
Oh,
you could we're good we landed.
oh, okay. I still don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, once you see one metallic room, you kind of see them all.
True.
Dark.
Is this? As soon as I say it, it's going to happen. So I'm not going to say it this time. I'm not going to say it this time. So
Wait. What do you mean? Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean? If you don't say it, it won't happen.
If I don't say it, it won't happen this time.
But what if you do? Well, what if the thing that you're not gonna say wants to happen?
Then I'll go, well, it doesn't matter. There it is. That's what will come out of my mouth if it does happen.
Well, maybe the thing that. Well, you know what? Maybe the thing doesn't want to be told what they wanted to do. Maybe the thing is gonna do it right now. And Marvin punches the wall, trying to punch a hole in the wall to figure out where they're at.
Clang! Marvin punches and starts gouging a hole in the wall. You start hearing circuitry going off. Alarms start blaring. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Don't tell me what to do and tell me not what to do.
Oh man, this doesn't look good.
What language is that?
I don't speak that.
I don't.
Nobody.
I don't speak that either.
I don't know. I don't either. But it's...
Okay, well.
The door, a door on the side of the corridor opens, and in steps several armored figures. They are quadrupedal, with several. They have helmets, rebreathers, and weapons.
Salutations. We seem to be lost. Could you please direct us to, guest services if you have one of those?
They look very confused or slightly confused at you.
don't know if you're familiar with the phrase, especially with the language. I don't know if you guys have translators. Interdimensional tear. Does that ring any bells?
They look, they're scanning over each of you, and then they see Sapphire, and they level their weapons.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I step in front of him with the shield. Easy.
Why don't we all?
So like
Calm
Sapphire
down.
like sort of when Elodie like stands in front of Sapphire instead like sort of pushes Elodie behind him at this point. And he's like, hold on.
Sapphire, what are you doing?
Well, I'm protecting you, of course. I don't know what they want me for, but they but you don't have to take this from me. Hey, yes, you guys, look, I assure you that this is all a huge misunderstanding. If you think that whoever you think I am, I'm almost certainly not, even though I might look very similar. There are a lot of guys who look a lot like me that have done a lot of questionable things in space, and
A blast of light arcs right past your shoulder.
like, oh,
I believe that was the warning shot.
like, all right, I'll
I'm gonna
cooperate.
start punching now. I'm gonna start
Wait,
punching.
there might still be a peaceful solution here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, let's not
As
start
I
an
said before, I'm
interdimensional war.
pretty sure this is a case of mistaken identity. Here, let me try something. And he like goes into goes into like his little storage thing and pulls out what looks like a glowing piece of gum. And he's like, Bawi Grana Wheat Mini Bomb.
They look at each other.
Bawi Grana Wheat Mini Bomb. He grabs it to him.
I thought you said you didn't speak their language.
That's the intergalactic greeting. Everybody speaks it.
But we don't speak it.
I don't speak it.
I don't speak it.
Well,
Crunch, crunch.
There's kind of a thing about how they kind of, you're not allowed to, the council doesn't really want Earthlings to know about it because they're kind of scared you guys. But that's
Look, like, we get it. You can say it, like, Earth kind of sucks. So
That's true.
we get it. If they don't want to hang with us, it's cool. I mean, we're not going to be offended if you told us that,
A loud grinding noise issues from their speakers. Corey, Sapphire recognizes this as like a very formal, truncated version of Lithian. Lithian, get down on the ground and prepare to be taken prisoner. You will not be harmed.
Hold on a minute now. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
what did they say?
Prisoner. They're gonna try to take me prisoner. Look, guys,
No.
I already told you, I am not like the rest of the Empire. I'm one of the good guys. This is ridiculous.
Corey, Sapphire, I'm not so sure I'm not like other girls is gonna work here.
Okay, well, let me see. Okay, guys, look. Here's the thing. And he just flies and runs off.
As you start to fly, they just start shooting at that point.
Guys, hide!
We're in a room. There's nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna need you to take a powerful blow.
Yeah. Let me open my Whoa.
Since we're here.
We're here.
Oh crap.
Bingo!
Just shot out of the sky and just starts rolling.
Oh, you're just gonna be out?
Well, no, it's not that he's not down. He's just,
okay.
It just knocks him out of the sky.
Well, I mean,
Well,
remember,
you got to pick off the list.
yeah,
you got
off
full.
the list. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
full.
that's true. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So let me see. What have I got here? Let's see.
You can remove yourself from the situation,
yourself from the
you know, flee,
situation.
pass out, etc. You can lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or you can do the twofer, which is you lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain of Mark II conditions.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna give ground and give the opposition an opportunity and lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to foolhardy action. And yeah, that so of course he falls out of the sky, and of course he no longer has the advantage of flying, and so he like. And the foolhardy action that he does, he's like calls out to his teammate, guys, save yourselves, run! Now's your chance, get out of here!
Yeah, the light as it coruscates through you, Sapphire, just like locks something up inside you that like just disables like whatever magnetic mechanism you use to fly normally.
Yeah.
And then
he takes his hand,
Now's your
he
chance,
jams
run!
him into the wall, and goes to rip the wall off and throw it at the at those two soldiers at the end of the hallway because that happened.
that does seem like a foolhardy action
Yeah.
in this case. Yeah, go ahead and directly engage the threat.
And because I'm ripping off a wall, can I count it as a bull in a china shop move?
Yeah, I will absolutely give you bull in a china shop move.
A full hit.
Of course.
Okay, so in this case, I will definitely say give ground to my teammates. Wait, hold on, that's not it. Yeah, give ground to teammates. I'll try to take something away from them if I can.
What would you like to take away from them?
I would like to take away their footing. Can I do that?
That's actually very easy because that dovetails perfectly with what I wanted to give you. Because what happens is when you rip out the wall, is you find that was the outer hull of a spaceship that you just ripped out.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
So you get exactly what you want in several different ways here. And you launch the panel. They are knocked off their feet and they start flying towards the hole that you've created. And your allies have an opportunity here because they're able to notice that this is happening before things get really bad.
Grab onto something. Isla's just gonna reach for whatever is within grabbing distance.
Yeah, and Sapphire is gonna sort of create like a barrier of like energy between where he and the rest of the Mythfits are and those centaur things or whatever they are, and and that sort of covers the entire like hallway of the thing.
I'm gonna need you to unleash your
Yeah,
powers there.
that's definitely an unleash your powers. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay.
The biggest
Yeah.
of money. So yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It like becomes like a full or just a big opaque crystal wall between.
And they just smack into it. Wham!
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
And,
you are still on the other side of the wall, exposed
Yeah.
to vacuum.
Yeah. Exactly.
If
But
I may.
that's fine though, because Sapphire can survive in a vacuum. The other guys can't.
Yeah, now I can
Not
leave.
all of us
Sapphire.
Okay. I want to do something incredibly stupid.
As one is wont to do.
Take a drink.
We're
Sip.
it's early in this episode to be doing this, folks. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to describe things that we are going to try to attempt.
Sure.
So, him and I are going to try and possess the ship, and then use Grimm's
no.
regeneration abilities to plug the hole.
Yeah, okay. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay, folks.
Going for it,
Uh,
Cotton.
Might want to unleash those powers.
Yeah, so using Kirby Craft, using Come On Lucky, here goes nothing. Oh,
There you go. There you go. So, I imagine this as Arthur plunging his hands into the ship and just letting go, feeling it. And you feel Grim kind of flow out, and that sensation of this is new, and then closing up that hole. It's just like the hole just stretches and forms shut.
I think we are considered space Australians, and we have a very wanted criminal. We need to get out of here.
Oh, well, last I checked, we're kind of in space. I don't know if I can breathe in space. I haven't really tried yet, or had a chance to
If
try.
anyone aside from Sapphire can exist in vacuum, it's you.
No problem.
Right.
He's got a point, babe.
Yeah,
She's like,
But
as
Did
soon
the
as
bad
the
guys fly out the hole before it was fixed, or are they in the ground?
no, that Sapphire saved them by putting up a barrier.
no, I put up a barrier between. Okay, the barrier that I put up was supposed to be between the. Okay, from what I understand, the way that it was like we're still in the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the team is on one, like they're all like sort of clumped up on one side of the room. Sapphire and the guards were on the other side. Sapphire's barrier was meant to protect the Mythfits from the hole. It was like
They can't have because Marvin was right there when he ripped the hole out.
oh, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
So what you got
Okay.
was you got barrier between you and them. The hole is now closed up. There's still a barrier between you and them, and they're out cold because they just
Okay.
like smacked into it at great force.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, one other
I don't
thing.
know if we can diplomacy our way out of this one, or it's time to
maybe
try
we
and
can
find
find
an
out-
escape pod.
Or maybe we can find out just who these guys are, and he like sort of tries to take their helmets.
Barghast,
off.
you're getting sensor data from Grim.
Oh, you know what? I've
there
got an even
is-
better idea. But go on.
There is an enemy Lithian fleet approaching.
Really? Like his eyes just kind of glow. Really? Just Loki, I am going to get back at you. I don't know when. I don't know how. But you're gonna pay.
Arthur?
There's a fleet
Fleet of what?
coming. Lithians.
What no. Oh,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh.
Okay. This
No,
isn't
no,
good.
no.
This isn't good.
Isla, can you get us to the house? Can you get us out of here?
That is a great question. Let me try. Move, bitches. I'm just gonna take them and just try to run around the corner. If there's a corner, really.
You run around. You run around the corner of the corridor, and there is another squad coming through the door.
Ah, shit. Apparently not. Next idea.
Uh, I'm guessing by their reaction, this ship's going to get fired on real quick.
Okay.
Am I still in have some semblance of control?
Uh, yes. Like you can feel some attempts at basically them trying to wrest full control back, but
Yeah.
you've got the ship currently.
Is there anything that feels like running that I can just have? We can do?
I
Because I
mean,
would like to run.
like how running do we want to? How running are we talking?
Hit the big red button and see what happens.
Engage the hyperdrive.
Um, okay, that is a call that one can do, one can make. Um,
Do we see any emergency exit signs on the wall? No?
I mean, there might be, and you just can't read them. There's a lot of different signage on these
Good call.
walls. Um, what I can say, let's go ahead and do I feel like this is going to be Unleash if you want to try and just hyper warp away from this
Yeah,
situation.
that's fair. That is most certainly fair.
Because they're definitely going to fight that
Yeah,
one.
no. Uh, I have a feeling as soon as the like anything that seems like spooling up hyperdrive, they immediately lock me out. And in that moment, I'm like, oh hell.
Yeah, in fact, I think what happens is suddenly the lights go out and then emergency lights come back up.
Yikes.
You know what,
Oh.
guys? You know what, guys? Every now and then, I like fighting, but I think this might be one of those moments where we just gotta surrender.
Tell me about it.
You know, I feel like we better take our options and just kind of like give up here, because we're in space, and I'm kind of nervous about space.
Yeah,
Space
all
creeps
I
me
know is-
out.
All I
Like,
know is that we're like literally sandwiched right between what do you say it in Earth? Like how do you say it on Earth? Between the devil you know and the devil you don't, and so
Rock and a
I
hard
mean,
place?
I'd go with a rock and
yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that because I thought it'd be racist to you.
Good call. My bad.
Oh no, it's fine. We have a similar saying on Lithia.
Okay. So
So here's the question. Hey, bad guys. I know you really want to take our friend here, but it seems like, according to my other friend who was kind of hanging out in your shit for a minute, that you have other bad guys out there that want to hurt you. We're not them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point I was trying to make. Again, I'm not like those guys coming in over there. I'm one of the ones that is trying to keep them from destroying everything. So you need me. As a matter of fact, I can help you. I can help you beat them.
Like, and you hear like the clicks of radios going on and off in their helmets. And then finally there's another click. Accompany us to command module.
Okay, and you're not going to try and put me in a prison cell or anything, are you?
Compliance is good.
All right, fine. Take what you can. Take what you can. All
Let's
right,
go.
let's go.
Yep.
Let's go.
And they lead you through the corridors.
While we're walking, is Cheshire online?
You have an onboard version of Cheshire?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna try and get Cheshire to like start scanning these signs on the walls and stuff, and see if they can piece together a rudimentary version of the language
Mm-hmm.
that maybe they can translate for me.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna take a little bit.
Okay.
It's
To start.
just based on what you can tell from what their actions and that sort of thing. They probably have been doing the same,
Okay.
which is why they're able to communicate right now.
Okay. Cool.
And so you are led to a room. It's bridge. You know, there are several different of these beings roaming around, working on things, frantically working to try and do something. You're not sure what it is, but it's probably something to do with the fact that the ship appears to not have power currently. They approach, and these when you see these beings, they're essentially they're quadruped. They have humanoid torsos with seven-fingered hands on their arms and antennae coming off of their heads instead of ears. You are brought before of what appears to be probably the captain of the vessel, or at least as close to the analog as you're going to get. Get a fairly nice uniform, and one of the armored beings speaks to them, and they nod and they pull from their console like a sort of circular device that they place against their throat. You alien, not Lithian ally.
Wait, Lithian ally?
Blue Boy is a Lithian, but he's with us, and we're
Yes.
against all bad Lithians.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
All Lithian, bad Lithian.
Holy shit, he just all
Well,
cops are
that's just-
bastards.
Okay.
Oh damn, he
now-
just ACAB'd you, dude.
Okay, look. Now, here's the thing about that. The Empire that they rule and that they run, that's what's bad. The individuals, on the other hand, we're all different. There are some of us who can't stand that Empire. People like me who ran away because they were trying to kill us for not complying with things. I used to work in one of their factories, but I said, fuck it. And now they're trying to use me as a battery. That's probably why they're out there right now. But either way, I'm not one of their, I'm not working for them. I'm not working with them. I am entirely working against them. And I can help you fight them because I know all their weaknesses and their vulnerabilities, and the ways that their ships work. I can help you.
Marvin holds a finger and slides in the panel next to Sapphire. Actually, they may be here because of the thing that happened a while back when the diamonds came to Earth, and we almost caused an intergalactic war. But Bargas was able to talk the way out of it, but also created an embargo of you not leaving the planet. So maybe that's the reason why. So don't forget that. And he slides back off.
Oh,
Lithians.
I hadn't thought about that.
Monolithic. Old enemies.
All right, look, I have no idea who you guys are. How can I be your enemy if I don't know?
The eyes go wide. Torians fighting Lithians for. And he's like, the word is untranslatable at this point. It just comes out, and then it quickly garbles itself into entries.
So a really long time, bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Epochs. Okay.
Right, so beep on sight. Okay.
Look, what is it going? What would it have to take for me to prove to you that I'm not like the rest of them? Huh? Because this is getting insane.
First non-diplomatic Lithian we have spoken to in years.
A long time.
Oh,
Got it.
okay. Here's what I'm at least observing. 1, there's a fleet coming. 2, right now your ship is on emergency power. 3, you have a bunch of us who are quite honestly transdimensionally stranded here. So we can try and help each other, or we end up fighting each other, distracting each other long enough that the Lithians come here, and then we're all screwed.
Right. And as a matter of fact, I might be able to help you guys get your power back online if you let me.
I feel like he could fix your ship if you gave him a chance.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty good with stuff like that.
Power ship?
Yeah.
And then possibly we could help if need be, if there's a fight on hand or in getting away.
And he converses with a couple of the other beings on deck. More time, effort to imprison you properly. So, in circumstances, you may help.
Great.
Okay.
And if we can get this thing back online, and if we help you escape, will you at least think about reconsidering imprisoning us?
Actions taken into consideration.
Great. All right. So, where is the power core? That's the first thing I'll need to look at.
Power core, belly of ship.
All right. Thanks.
You go there, Sapphire. I'm gonna
Right.
see if there's anything I can figure out. Like, do we know how many men are on that ship? Is there a fleet, or is there just one ship after us?
Lots.
You might want to send one of your other guards to come along with me down there, just in case some of the guards down there see me and they think, "Oh no, it's a Lithian coming for the power core. We gotta stop him."
Escort given.
Right.
Turns
Thanks.
and looks at Isla. Fleet incoming. We are flagship of remaining Taurite fleet.
How far behind are they?
Minutes.
Okay, we've got.
Hold them off for a few minutes.
Hold them off for a few minutes. Yeah, that's easy enough, right? Yeah, it's easy enough.
Do we have weapons or spacesuits, or I don't know. I'm not comfortable in space personally.
I might be able to fix that. Maybe. Not entirely. Oh, this is gonna be weird.
I mean, I could try.
I don't know how comfortable I feel with you saying this is gonna be weird.
This is gonna be weird.
You try. And then there's a couple more iterations of wording. Counterboarding?
Go onto their ship if they try to come on here.
But more sort of. I was thinking, do you know Gundam?
We have received transmissions of Gundam.
So, more like lots of tiny things in space harrying their engines.
Only received G Gundam transmissions.
We will have to fix this, but that's a future problem. But fight engines, what we do, I think.
Marvin holds up his hand. Can I have a jetpack?
Babe, no, not right now, babe. No.
No, I
I'm
mean,
not
can
even sure if they have jetpacks.
I mean, can I have a jetpack?
We have
I mean, like, I
jet
put-
boots.
Oh no.
Yes, even better.
Please don't enable him.
We have to enable him in order for this to work.
I guess.
Okay, okay.
We will take you to get shod.
Shot,
They knew Shad.
That
shot. They knew the word shot. I mean, that's
That-
pretty. Actually, it's pretty impressive that they knew the word shot.
it quick, and also we're now realizing that probably the first Earth language they got was either a sub or a dub, and we're not sure which. So, let that be the thing that lingers in your head right now, aside from having to attack a Lithian fleet. Elodie, you can probably fly around in your suit, right?
Right.
Nothing's-
But I don't have like a rebreather or anything on board on this thing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if they got me boots, they could probably give you one of those, right?
This is going to be weird.
I also don't know if this thing is rated to exist in a vacuum.
It started weird.
Don't worry about that. I just hope that you and Isla are perfectly fine being very close together.
Yeah,
Fine.
they are.
I mean, we're Arthur.
Just saying, because roles combined with possession to allow you guys to exist in space. I'm essentially going to try and possess your suit, Elodie, and then use Grim to make a. We're going to kaiju fight the fleet.
Oh, we need to drift.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to
think
be
I'm-
very close together as I try to possess and mutate your suit.
You're gonna turn my suit into a Jaeger.
Yes.
Elodie, you're gonna have
Got it.
Bargas possessing your suit, dude.
I mean, I've had Bargas possess me before.
That's
I'm
weird.
so jealous right now. This is not okay. Isla has not been. Whatever.
What are you jealous?
So, it's going to be a tiered thing. I'm going to be in the suit, and then the two of you are going to be in me, and we're going to make this work.
All right.
Like, you see the background panel, Marvin's like, as the whole conversation is going on, you see Marvin just making faces about this, like, it just goes back to being quiet.
I think I've read some fan fiction like this before.
Let's not think too hard about this, please.
I'm gonna be thinking very hard about this later.
Later.
And that's the
Where's your
perfect
watch
place.
bay?
No further equipment required.
Most likely not.
Marvin holds up a hand. A fishbowl.
We have fishbowl.
Good. And he heads off to get the equipment ready. As he heads off screen, you himself get all ready for this. You guys are gonna love.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. We cut to the power core in the belly of the Taurite ship, where Sapphire has been led by his guards, who are eyeing him very suspiciously the entire time.
So, nice ship you got here. Uh, yeah. Let me just
We had many beautiful ships until Lithians destroyed them.
yeah. Again, sorry about that, you guys. Again, I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna make this right. Just consider this my, I guess, apologies on behalf of the Lithians who actually want to be your friends. Let's see. So I'll look over the power core and try and see what's wrong with it. And I'm assuming that's probably like an assess the situation thing.
Yeah, that'll work.
Nine. That's a hit.
So a 9, you get one
Okay.
question.
Right.
What here can I use to blank? What here is the greatest threat? What here is the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
Let's see. Probably what here can I use to get the power back on?
So the power. So funny enough, this power is somewhat based on Lithian tech.
Interesting.
But it's of a different design. In fact, you can see in here, several Lithian cores have been used to power this thing. So that is one way, one thing you can use.
Oh man.
Other things you could potentially use. Would be materials you could find on Lithian ships. Pretty standard stuff, really, if you had access to it.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, guys. It looks like your power core is based on lithium technology, which is interesting, and honestly makes a lot of sense, all things considered. But what I'm going to need some components that can only be found on the other ships, on the lithium ships out there. So I have a question. Is it possible for you guys to sort of like beam me over to one of those ships and I can go there like incognito and get some components from there?
There are several different radio exchanges that go on there over the course of a couple minutes as they seem to process what you're asking. Eventually it comes back. Transporter is possible, but currently only attuned to taurite physiology.
Right. Okay. Then plan B. I could just... Okay, you said they're only minutes away. I've got another idea. So Sapphire like takes out his little that little console thing, and he's going to try and see if his ship, his Kirby craft, is able to be summoned from where they are right now.
Okay. Where did you last leave it? Did you get to Valhalla in that thing? Or was there a different? No, you came through the house. You tried to. You have your car. So your ship is at the hangar, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll probably take longer than that.
I was gonna say, well, you ask. Just shot in the dark. What are the coordinates for this place, for this area? and they give them to you. You plot it into your computer. These are galactic coordinates. It can get there. It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna get here before the the other lithium fleet gets here. Hmm. Oh man, looks like there's only one way out of this. All right, guys. If this doesn't prove to you that I'm not one of the bad guys, nothing will. And he like goes up to the power core. The little like thing in his chest starts glowing, and it breaks off from his chest and starts hovering towards the power core. Like the rest of his body just sort of like falls to little crystal dust as it just hovers into like the power core itself and charges it up and like tries to
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you
integrate
roll.
its energy and it charges up its energy into like the power core.
Yeah, there's a snap and a pop as the core starts whirring back to life, and it transforms from this like dull white color to this brilliant sapphire blue as it starts spinning through. And Sapphire, you can feel yourself in the ship, crawling into every inch. You also feel the communion of the other Lithian cores. Tired, beat down, but also from that old monolithic feeling that you remember all too well.
And just sort of in this mindscape with the rest of them. He just sort of his essence just sort of joins in with the rest of them. Hey.
Hello. You are a Sapphire.
Yeah.
How did they capture you?
They didn't capture me. I chose to be here.
You were not ordered? Forced into compliance?
Well, not necessarily. I had options, but this was the most effective one.
Why would you choose? Choices.
Because my friends were in danger, and this is the best way to help them.
Choice is dangerous. Choice is painful.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think. But choice is ultimately what makes us free, and for that's which is kind of ironic considering that I chose to lock myself in this thing. But you know, I have faith. I have faith that if the other Taurians don't recognize that I'm that I'm actually worth saving up, my friends will be able to help me at least.
Friends. Other Lithians coming?
Oh no, they're actually from Earth, believe it or not.
Earth. Unfamiliar planet. Outside of Empire space.
Yeah, it's not a place that the Empire really considers worth their time, but it's a really nice place. It's wonderful. It's a place where you can be whatever you want. Where there's not, and where they basically have so many different ways of living on Earth. It's not just one huge empire like dictating your every waking moment. It's the closest thing to true freedom that I've ever had. And I've been there keeping it safe and keeping it just as nice as it is it supposed to be? Of course, there are people there who would like to see it more like the Lithian homeworld, but yeah, that's Earth for you.
One of the other voices speaks up. Tell us more about Earth. And then we cut away.
Right.
In the launch bay of the Taurite flagship.
Okay. Group hug?
Now you just make this weird. Like, why?
It's already weird.
Elodie, quick, get us on the other side. Sandwich
It's not
him.
weird for me.
Marvin comes in and gives you all a big ol' hug. Guys, don't worry. We got this. I mean, what? It's just like us flying around in space. Find a whole fleet of spaceships. Right?
I swear, Marvin, if those boots get you into any trouble.
He takes the fishbowl and puts it over his head. Gives a thumbs up.
Yep, this is gonna work.
Elodie
I
gets-
love you.
And
Elodie
Matt,
gets-
I would like to use my moment of truth.
Wait a minute.
Well then.
What?
What?
Welly, welly, welly.
So, because they told Marvin to keep these ships busy, that is what he's going to do. So, may I take a cinematic control of this scene, my dear friend Matt?
I believe, Wally, the moment of truth is yours to entail, good sir.
Okay. So, Marvin gives them all a hug, and he walks over to the launch bay, looks back at them, and does that, thing Captain America did, where he just steps backwards, but they're in space, so he does it, so he just goes, and just floats out there because he forgot there's no gravity in space. And then we cut over to one of the lithium ships. We see the bridge. We see one of the commanders of one of the fleet ships looking out towards the tungsten ship that's in the distance as they're approaching. One of the lithians looking at the radar looks a little confused. Commander, I'm seeing something interesting. The tungsten, they launched their first ship, sir. But it's only one. What do you mean it's only one ship? It's they just launched one ship, sir, and sir, we lost ship number 12. What do you mean you lost? Sir, ships 5 through 7, they're being destroyed. By what? By what is destroying them? And then we cut back to we see Marvin with these 2 rocket boots flying through space. That fishbowl helmet, that was just for show. He just wanted a fishbowl helmet. Because as soon as he went outside and he unleashed his full power, that fishbowl helmet shattered. And his skin became dark and inky again, eyes opening up all over. And he is just flying through space, smashing through each one of the ships, like just pretty much ripping through them. And there's one, and the last thing that one fleet sees right before they get exploded, they see Marvin land right on the dashboard, like right on the view screen of this ship. He taps, and he just punches right through it, and it just explodes as they all get sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Right, I double muted for that just to be sure. So yeah, you start seeing Lithian ships go up like popcorn in the inky black.
Okay, so maybe the boots helped.
Boots helped. Let's give him a hand. And I'd like to unleash my powers.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, here comes nothing.
Elodie kisses Isla on the nose.
There we go.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah. So how does this go?
So they all hug, and Barghast goes from a humanoid form, more shadow and flame, and seeps into Elodie's suit. And that hug between Elodie and Isla, the suit slowly envelops the two of them, forms sort of like an egg, and then rolls its way out the launch bay, and then gradually from that egg, with little bursts of hellfire, come the arms, the legs, the head, the shield forms, the sword forms. All right. It's your show.
That's metal as fuck.
So what's this good vessel's name, you two? Because it has to
Oh
have a
shit,
name.
we have to name our Jaeger.
Too much pressure.
Do you have some like Polish nonsense or something we could call this thing?
Thinking of it.
Maybe we could do a mix of Polish nonsense and super anime bullshit.
Start with your super anime bullshit.
Okay, so you pick the official. Use like a awesome name from Polish folklore. After I say all of this, ready? Hyperdimensional dual soul powered miniature large scale robot. There you go.
Nice.
Marie.
There it is.
There you are.
I love it.
There you go.
And I'm just going to sort it. It's Hyperdimensional Dual Soul Marie, and that's what you hear. Hyperdimensional Dual Soul Marie online.
Perfect.
Oh, Maria.
And it launches towards the fleet. And as that happens, several other things launch off the wreckage of the ships. You also see, like, kind of in the rear view thing that you've got, the rest of the Taurite fleet is coming in. It's much smaller than the Lithian fleet, but the ships are fairly hardy things. Coming towards you are several what looks like shards of crystal and rock, about the size of space capsules.
Elodie, babe, you focus on offense. I'm going to focus on defense.
Sounds good to me.
And I'm going to try to throw up a shield around us and hopefully whatever's behind us.
Okay. So give me an unleash your powers here. Nice. So Marie, the shield lifts up and just this wide field of energy flows into existence. And like several of the crystal shards just like smash full blown into it. And of the other ones have to veer off. And like they shoot off some laser fire. And it just bounces off ineffectively.
Oh, you, babe.
I'm just gonna start hewing.
Just charge forward. Give me some hand-to-hand attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
Not
bad.
again.
It's a hit.
Barely.
You're in space.
So you
It's fine.
So you can resist or avoid blows. take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Why didn't I leave my cheat sheets open? I think we are creating an opportunity for allies here.
Okay, cool. So you're mostly just like clearing them aside and trying to clear lines of fire for the Taurite fleet then. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that fairly easily. And like the Taurites are starting to move into the attack. Meanwhile, more of the fleet's just going up, popping up. Like you're still far enough away that you can't see Marvin, but you can see what Marvin's doing. It's very easy in that regard. And yeah, who's next? Who's doing something next?
Is Marvin still jumping around ships, like
Yeah.
causing havoc?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you like see like in the distance, you just see like random speckles of just explosions appearing in space.
Okay. Isla, just within her consciousness right now, that is Marie, would love to figure out just how many interdimensional beings are out here right now, because if I don't have to hurt them, I really don't want to.
How many beings are out there right now?
Like, can I get I don't know if it, like, my emotions can, like, feel.
Normally you'd have a hard time pulling all this. However, because you have a gestalt going, you get a little bit of an amplification. You are able to sense thousands of minds here. Ooh, fantastic, thank you.
I don't feel great about. They're probably just following orders, don't you think?
Following orders is not an excuse for harming the innocents.
Hey, are we having a moment of conscience right now? Because I try not to have those when I'm fighting things.
Sorry, I can't help it. And in a moment of weakness, Isla's gonna try and reach out and try to do like a warning, almost. Be like, I'm giving you some time to back out. Just know, we're here to save ourselves. This is my family.
Give me the unleash your powers. That is a 9. So you can get it temporarily, or you can mark a condition.
You tell me how it's temporary, right?
Yes, I will tell you how it is temporary or unstable.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually mark a condition. I'm gonna make myself guilty because I'm gonna feel real guilty about causing a whole lot of pain to people that might just be following some orders here. So.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a rough thing having to do that.
So it's gonna be just, they're gonna hopefully just hear in their head Isla's voice being like, I know you don't have much choice in the matter. Turn while you can. We're here to save my family, and right now that doesn't include you. I'm giving you a chance.
Okay. And the ship's slow. And some of them stop. In fact, most of them stop.
Feels good. That's good. You're doing good. Um, how much more time until they get here?
They're coming. They're fairly close at this point. Maybe
According
as
fleet, 3 light minutes.
Well, this is good. This is good. We're not gonna hurt you if you don't hurt us. Consider these warning shots. Kind of. Okay,
okay. Some of the things have slowed down. Like I said, for the most part, they've kind of tapered off. There is one reading that is still hurtling towards you.
Focus on that one, babe.
Yeah. Let's go meet it.
All right, you jet forward. And as you do so, what you see is a hastily cobbled together humanoid mech. Looks human shaped, has its own set of rocket boosters, and a big fuck off hammer.
I want to pierce the mask.
Go for it.
Hey.
Vargas just said, F this. I'm done.
I get it. No.
All right. So, you'd ask one.
Okay.
How could I get you to run away?
A very good question. How do I get you to run away? To get them to run away, you'd have to make it so that you'd have to render it so attacking you was not a viable option, and waiting you out would be also not a viable option.
Okay. So, time to do something stupid part 2. I think we need to go and give that big lug a hug. A really warm hug. The two of you can get us close. You know, all the anger that the two of you have for all of my dumb ideas and things that I put us all through?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Elodie, if you can get them in a grapple. Isla, since we're kind of in a gestalt right now, take all that anger and just let them feel it and have it aimed towards them.
All right, just heads up. Sometimes those feelings backtrack.
I never said I was a wise person. I just have an idea that that much anger directed at them is the closest thing we can get to Diamond Regula out here.
Sold.
I'm
Get me
pretty
close.
pissed off. Let's go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get in and try to. Yeah.
Okay. So, give me the direct engagement.
All right. And I may have forgotten that I have the venting frustration move right now. So I get to roll mundane when I directly engage, because that's the label my mentor denies.
Uh-huh. So you managed to grab a hold of him. What's your setup here?
Just go in for a bear hug.
So you've got that. So are you going to resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition?
We're creating opportunity for allies. That
Okay.
one's a given.
Sure.
We're resisting and avoiding blows.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to get hurt right now.
Yeah, because as you come in and you go for the grapple, they just crack right across the side of Marie's head, and you just no sell. Just right in.
And as soon as we get full contact, Isla's just gonna zone in, and you're gonna see a bright white light hover around Marie, and then it turns slowly to a deep red. And I'm gonna try and shove all that anger into that other one.
Sure. Give me an unleash. All right. So all that red hot anger flows out from Marie and into this other space mecha, and it starts to glow and heat, and it tries to gain some form of purchase, but it is not able to get one successfully, and it starts to melt and bubble. And it something launches out from the head, past Marie, towards the Taurite flagship.
Can I defend, or am I too engaged?
You are engaged with holding on to this thing to making sure it doesn't escape.
Correct. Marvin!
What's up?
Whatever it just launched, get it.
Oh, right. And he plants his feet on one of the fleet ships and kicks off of it, rocket boots flying as he beelines towards that thing, trying to get in Can I do a defend roll for the Tauride ship to see if I get there in time?
I would say no, because you're not really close enough to do it like that, just because of the kind of the scale and placement of our vessels. However, because we are in a game of heroics and superheroics, I will allow you to make this roll at a disadvantage.
Okay.
This is the deal that I make you.
So make two rolls through the lower?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
Killer GM, folks. Enjoy.
All right, my saver's 1, 2, so here we go.
That's a 9.
And number 2.
So that's a 7. See? Yeah, you always had it.
Oh boy.
So with the defend,
I would like to take influence over the tungsten.
Okay.
And by taking influence over them, I'm pretty much showing that, look, we, along with Sapphire, are on the good side. You can trust us 100%.
So yeah, you can indeed do that. You are going to expose yourself to danger doing this. Which
Yeah,
makes
like
sense.
I think that the way he does it is that you pretty much see him just like zipping through the space. Like all you see him is being represented by like this trailing light that's zipping back and forth through space,
Mhm.
and he stops in front of the tungsten ship, and whatever was about to slam into it, he just takes the brunt of it. Like he lets it slam into him instead.
Yeah. Um, and it does slam in. Uh, and how do I want to do this? Yeah, I know what's gonna happen. So it diverts it off course and it goes flying. What happens is, uh, the hatch on the side of the boarding torpedo you just intercepted pops open, and out clamber three individuals in spacesuits. And one of them just kind of cracks his knuckles. Yes, yes, suka, and he just lays into you with a right hand. I'm gonna need you to take a powerful blow.
Why these motherfuckers follow me out in space? Oh my gosh.
Of course, of course. So
I rolled a 1 and a 1 also.
you take the hit. How do you stand proud on this one? Mark potential, by the way, of course, Marvin.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Because because it's such a because it's a 4. The way it happens, because as soon as like this ship opens up, these 3 people in space do come out. One cracks their knuckles, and Marvin's like, "Hey, I know that boy." And his time speeds back up again, and he spams back into the ship. But he doesn't take like a heavy hit, but he just like slams back into the ship, making it bend. He's like, "Oh yeah, I definitely recognize you now."
You don't actually, funny enough, unless you
Oh, I don't.
unless you think you've been reading the files on this.
Oh no, and I definitely don't recognize this.
No.
Yeah, he just gets decked, and he just slams back into the wall like,
Oh, you thought it was Ivan, did you?
yeah.
Nah.
He's like, okay, did not expect that. All right, we're gonna tussle. We can tussle up in space. I have no idea how to tussle space, and he flies over to throw a counter punch at this guy that just straight up decked them.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do.
I would like to say that he will resist or avoid their blows
Uh-huh.
and create an opportunity. No, he would like to create an opportunity for the allies, because like he goes in and he punches them right square, like right in the chest, because he doesn't want to punch their spacesuit, because he's like, man, if I punch the spacesuit, they won't be able to breathe, then I kill them. So he just punches them in the chest and goes to like push them, like try to like use the momentum of his punch to like send them flying backwards, like spiraling in space, while also kind of giving them giving an advantage to my allies, is that letting them know like, hey guys, there's some things over here, you know.
Yeah. So you managed to communicate that the the person who decked you goes flying backwards. And we learned that relativity is a heck of a thing, as they like go shooting back, no longer magnetically attached to the boarding torpedo. The other two try and take swings at you, but you manage to just move aside at the right angles. Uh, one of them using his fist. The other one has a massive gleaming mallet.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
I tap the con. I'm like, guys, there's a guy that hit me really hard. Like I actually felt it kind of hard, and there's someone here with a really big mallet, so I'm gonna kind of need help over here.
Sapphire, your presence is now coursing through the Taurite ship.
Right. Now, does this mean that I have some control over the ship's systems or something?
You can at least control where the power's flowing.
Right. Okay. So, currently, what I am going to do, I'm probably going to assess the situation and try and see just what these wait, okay. Actually, no. Does it seem more like the Taurites are trying to fight the fleet, or that they're trying to get away?
Based on the fleet posturing, it looks like they're trying to make a defensive stand.
All right. So, what Sapphire's going to do is I am going to let's see. I think that I am going to try and unleash my powers to sort of like supercharge the shields of the ship, if that's something that they can do. Like, I'm not sure if they actually have shields, but
If they don't, they will now.
if they will, now, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is basically at least try to create a force field or something.
Okay.
That's a 9.
So you can do it, and I will either tell you if it's how it's going to be unstable or temporary, or you can mark it in condition and make it happen.
Well, yeah, unstable or temporary for now. Sapphire just sort of creates like this blue energy field around the mothership,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
So it'll last for a little bit. We'll see how long.
Right.
Next.
Are we still having to hold on to this thing? To keep
No,
it
that
from
thing is
getting
melted
anywhere?
down to slag. You're good.
Oh, okay, cool. Then, yeah, I'm gonna like try and intercept the guy that Marvin punched.
Okay. Yeah.
Spaceman, hand him over.
give spaceman.
Give.
Give me. Oh gosh, what if we want to do that? Let's just do a quick unleash your powers just to see if you can just
Okay,
snag him in time.
Cool. My worst roll. Let's go.
Well, mark potential. I will give you part of what you want, at least, just not in the way you want it.
Oh, great. The best kind.
As you move to go and try and grab him, he notices and he kind of tucks and rolls and punches right through the visor.
I'd like to defend.
Yeah.
And since we're defending and kind of using Grim in a way, we're going to use Superior.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So he won't break through the visor.
No. He can punch. But yeah, so I keep the allies safe and I choose one.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, you get one. It's good.
And Huh. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to have team in the pool, even though we don't normally have team in the pool. So we'll get a team.
I mean, technically, you all now are here. You temporarily were not until well, about 5 seconds ago or so.
Okay, so we're here. At a team.
Yeah, you're here as a team. Does everybody have the same objective for
Yep.
this?
I think
Oh.
so.
And that was another thing I was going to ask about.
Mhm.
I noticed that when I was having that conversation with the Lithians in the little bubble or whatever, it actually, what was going on in there was actually similar to something that I had as far as a move called Not So Different After All, where you basically talk about your home. And there's this one that says, like, describe the glories of your home, clear a condition, confess a flaw of your home, and add one team to the pool. And that time when Sapphire basically was like, oh, well, it's basically like a place where you can live free, but there's also people there who try to make it more oppressive and stuff. It sounds kind of like both of those at the same time. And I was wondering if you would let me like roll that.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Right. Awesome.
But you make a compelling case. So yes, team-wise, so we have one for our brilliant defense. Does our leader have influence over everyone on the team?
Good question.
Very well.
Yes.
One
yes.
for that.
Let me
Everyone has the same purpose in the fight.
Yeah.
Got that. Does anybody mistrust the leader or the team?
Nope. Yeah.
Not today.
Everybody's got. Yeah, I've
I
got.
mean,
influence.
it's not a Wednesday. Don't worry.
We gotta ask sometimes. It can
Right.
be important.
And yeah, fortunately.
And ill-prepared, off-balance. Not this time, actually, for
Not really.
once.
Actually, yeah, this is the first time we went into a fight well prepared. Like we knew what we were doing this time around.
You had a fairly good.
And thanks to Elodie and myself, I believe we get 2 more.
Or can we only have one captain?
Or can we only get 1 captain?
You
'Cause
only
it's
have
still
one.
Either way, we get.
You have one.
Okay,
captain.
so we get 1. So
Good
we get
try.
1.
Yeah.
So, hey, 4.
You have 4 team in your pool. Use them wisely. Or unwisely. I don't care. I'm not your boss. I'm a boss, but I'm not your boss.
You're the end boss.
And
The
everything in between.
BBBG, as it were.
Sometimes. I like to believe that. Anyways, so, yeah, the spaceman lands on the visor, does not crack it, is just there. Because apparently it is made of sterner stuff than that. Who's next?
Well, can I see anything from this guy that's just hanging outside the visor now? Like, can I tell who it is or what they look like?
They're in a spacesuit, so unfortunately, no, there's not much you can tell from that, other than the fact that they appear to be a person.
You attacked my boyfriend, for one. And I gave everybody else an out, so I'm gonna try to give you one. If you would like to leave now, that would be great. Otherwise, I might have to hurt you.
I've seen her hurt people. It's not fun.
He's like peering inside. Knock, knock, knock. And then, like, there's like a radio thing. You give me the one of you that hurt my friend. And the rest of you can go.
To be fair, you kind of have to expound on that because we hurt a lot of people sometimes. It's not always on purpose, I swear.
Like, what's your specific beef here?
Truth.
Where is the one that you call, what is he? How you call him? Mythos?
There's no mythos here anymore.
You're his friends. Where is he?
He
Kung, kung, kung.
he died.
I mean, technically he did die, so we're not wrong.
He actually did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually
he
dead.
died.
Actually, yeah, he really did die.
Look, I
By the
know
way,
what kind
hold
of
still. I'm
list.
about to punch you.
I say, I know what kind of world we're in. Dead don't always mean dead around here.
No, but like, really, he died. Like, I saw him die. Like, he
Yeah,
died.
Is dead. He's
His
a ghost
body
now.
like disintegrated.
Yeah, Mythos ceased to be.
And you can hear the sound of like gears almost turning in this guy's head. I mean, if he's really gone and dead, then that means we just finish out the contract. Isn't that right, Mo?
Okay, so just for a little bit of guidance, who did he hurt when he was alive?
I mean, you really gotta ask that.
I mean, now I'm interested.
Contract? Like your bounty hunters? Or
Yeah, for real. What's the contract for?
Hey, your friend, he killed a friend Ringo.
oh.
Okay, that's
Oh, right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But if your contract was to kill him, he's already dead. So hey, good job.
Well,
Oh, that was
yeah.
just bonus work.
Bonus work?
So what was the contract then?
And like, as they're like starting to skirmish again. Oh, we're supposed to help the Lithians with whatever they need help with.
Damn it, Lithians!
Alright, well then we do still in fact have beef, and she tries to swat him.
Okay, yeah, you hold still. I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna punch you.
Even Marie come up to her own visor.
You just facepalm attack.
Swat.
Give me that's a direct engagement, sure.
Still pissed off.
You get one.
I want to at least surprise him. I think this at least surprises him.
I would like to assist.
Oh, eh.
I have won't let you down. I can spend 2 team.
Okay.
So spend 2 to make that a full.
Okay, you get one more.
Alright, surprise him, and please stop doing that with my cheat sheet. I think I want to create an opportunity.
Okay, cool. So you managed to, like, I think it's they were starting to talk again, and you're just like, oh, and just immediately smash, and he wasn't expecting the smash. So that's what kind of gets him there. Create opportunity. So what kind of opportunity are you looking to create here?
I think because I took him by surprise, I maybe also took his friends by surprise, and so that distracts them, and Marvin gets a chance to, do his thing.
Yeah, another one of them just kind of turns and goes, Ivan, no!
Ivan's are there?
Yeah, it is an Ivan, I guess. Not the Ivan you were thinking of, though. There's a reason. Anyways, but because of that, he definitely does, like, he worms his way into the armor as he crawls out from beneath the hand.
No sass.
And gets into the armor and starts working it in there.
Oh, you're in me now.
Good night, everybody.
It's been great. It's been great, guys.
Good times. Good times.
They,
No. This is consequences.
no, this is Ant-Man trying to do the Thanos thing, and like science, they're going to get crushed.
Not precisely, because he's not, just a normal schmuck doing this. As he starts.
Neither is Ant-Man.
Well, this, that, and the other thing. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So he'll start wreaking a thing in there, and we'll cut back onto the boarding shuttle there, as the fleets have started to move to engage, with things being much more even, and in fact, the Taurites might have a slight advantage at this point, due to the massive undertakings of the Mythfits thus far.
Okay, since a nice little opportunity was given for me, and Marvin said he was going to give this guy a grade A turbine base deck, he goes over and goes to give him a good old turbine butt whooping and goes to punt him.
Sure does.
Hot today. I am rolling hot today.
Sure does.
Oh boy. I would like to impress or surprise or frighten the opposition.
Sure.
And once again resist their blows.
Yeah. So this time, the hammer smashes down right on the back of your head, and just meh. That could have hit in a worse way. As you just deck his buddy, and he just boom right down against the hull of the shuttle.
And he then turns around to look at the dude with a hammer, and he's like, look, actually you're actually kind of in the right now, because we did kill one of your friends, and now you're working for these people, so kind of it's like, yeah, you're right, you're kind of in the right, if you did beat us up, it would kind of be making things even, but at the other time, no, it really wouldn't matter. And he's like waxing this poetic as he's just standing there thinking about this, like he's really deeply thinking about this, are we the baddies in this situation? and like he's having a little bit of a moral quandary. This is why he told Isla, I don't have moral quandaries when I'm fighting.
And he's like kind of rearing back, almost confused, like, should I hit him? Shouldn't I?
But then he's like, look, whatever. And he then, and I think the panel then, that's when it cuts back to someone else as he's going back to punch this guy.
Perfect. Sapphire, the shield has started to come under bombardment.
So, what I am going to do, you know what? Since the shield is still up, what I am probably going to do is see if I can make a defend roll, and see if I can bolster the shield, and see if that works. Is that something I can do from here? Or
yeah, I'll allow that.
Right. Because if it does, miss.
Mark potential.
Yeah, mark potential.
You try to push more power into shields, and the capacitor just.
Oh, that's not good. That's bad.
It'll stay. It'll stay on. It's not gonna like completely short out right now, but
right.
Overboosting is probably not an option anymore at this point.
Right.
Meanwhile, back on Marie, I believe Barguest had some words.
Yeah, we're in the internals of this Jaeger, essentially, and there's this just spurt of flame that comes up and lingers in front of this individual, and like the burning bush, telepathically messaging into their head. You're only partially right. Mythos did kill Ringo, but Mythos also made sure that Ringo ended up in hell.
Ooh.
If you don't leave now, I'll reunite the two of you. I'd like to provoke.
Okay.
You see what he did?
I did. I see him. I see him.
Right? I want him to run.
Okay. Think he goes, I leave, I live. That right?
You leave, and the Hound of Doom doesn't claim you this day.
This is not the last time I will see the Hound of Doom.
No. You've got a mark on your head. Unless you start living a good life, it stays there, and you become mine.
He spits on the fire and starts climbing out of Marie.
And with that, in like a small whispering, sizzling panel, it just says, "Run, rabbit, run."
Isla just whispers to Elodie, did you just hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
Mark me down as scared and horny.
Truth.
That is not a condition in this game. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
It is for our game.
I mean, it is for most mass games, let's be honest with ourselves. But anyways, moving on. Alright, I think... so that's happening. That happened. The fleets have moved in and they're engaging. The Taurites are actually having a pretty good time of it. We cut to a panel on one of the Lithian ships. Like, they're in full tailspin. Sir! We're losing! Unthinkable. We cannot lose. Activating the Tetrad protocol.
Uh-oh.
And he walks into the core of the ship. And his core opens up. Diamond Regala, I beseech thee. We see from the outside the Lithian ships start to glow. First red, then blue, and cycling down the spectrum until it goes white. Marvin.
Can I see what's going on as I'm in the middle of this fight?
You're starting to see one of the Lithian ships change colors. I don't think it's gotten to white yet by the time we see you.
So he is like the panel cuts back and it's them just pretty much they're like squaring blows back and forth, and then he stops and he goes, so wait, who are you?
I'm Mullen McCartney, mate.
Oh, McCartney. Anyway, are you like one of those guys we fought back at the docks? Or was it the docks? Oh man, was it the docks or was it the warehouse we fought you?
It
Or were
was
you
the
at our house? Or were you inside of our house doing that? I
It was
know,
during
yeah, I
the
remember
house
seeing
raid.
the house.
It was during the
That's
house raid.
right. It was during the house raid. Yeah, you were in the house raid.
I wasn't actually. Just our boy was doing some stuff. We were doing other things out. We do like piecework and that sort of thing.
Wait, piecework.
You know, odd jobs.
Oh, so you're not really like bad guys or anything?
I mean, we beat people up for money. You want to call that bad guys?
Well, I mean, that's just really the whole moral quandary of really is what really controls man's duties. Is it really like the actions of their hearts, or is it the actions of capital of money and profit coming into their hands?
I mean, we just do what we're talented at. And what we're talented at is slagging people.
Oh, and I really do like fighting people. Oh man, do I want to be a bounty hunter one day?
Bounty hunting's kind of good, mate. You make some good cash off of it.
And he like loses like. So wait, you're telling me like, do you guys get like? Is there like some kind of like insurance or something that you get with this?
I mean, if you're a member of the union, which we are, we're members of the union. Gorge, come on, you get up. We're talking with the lad.
And he like Marvin like grabs like a wreckage, pulls it over, and sits down on it, and like starts conversing about like the intricacies of bounty hunting. And I would like to pierce the mask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Let's see here. A hit. I got an 8.
An 8, he says. So, when we are piercing the mask, you get 1 off the list.
I would like to. How could I get this character? Actually, how can I gain influence over them?
How can you gain influence over them? Oh, that's a... My, you people have just wonderful questions. I think generally gaining influence over them is you get it by really treating them like the seasoned professionals that they are.
Well, that is what Marvin is doing right now. He's like really like just like listening to them talk about this.
Yeah.
And he's like asking questions like he's really genuinely interested. And he's like, so you control your own hours. You get holidays and everything off. You do whatever you want. But then at the same time, you get paid to also do work though.
Well, I mean, if we don't work, we don't necessarily eat. We got to keep our stuff in good standing. But yeah, it's mostly like that.
Huh. Wow, I mean, I never realized that there's like so much into the whole bounty hunting thing. Maybe Grendel knows what's up because I mean, so like I know this guy named Grendel, right? He works for some group, and he does the same thing too. He works on like hourly stuff. They got union and they got coverage, he got insurance.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. If you can get it, is he like a government job or something like that? This is all next best thing.
It's kind of like a government job, but also not really a government job. Like it's treated as one, but they get the same benefits as a government job. A government job.
Oh, one of them's. Yeah, that's okay. That's actually where we mostly pull our stuff from. Like we used to be working in the British government for a while there, back in the 80s.
Oh wow, that's really cool. You know what? This was a good talk. I'm gonna take a lot from this and really think about what I want to do in my future. It's rare that a young person like me gets to meet someone like you and really gets to sit down and explain to me a good career choice.
I mean, yeah, if you got the time and inclination for that sort of thing, there really is a way you can go about doing it that you don't gotta be like some bloodthirsty asshole wandering around doing this. You handle it properly, and with contracting and that sort of thing, you can make a good bundle and save up for retirement.
All right, that's cool. You got like contact information I can get from you?
Yeah. We got a business here. Business card.
Thank you. All right. Hey, listen. Looks like your side is about to lose.
Normally I'd say that, but that ship is about to go white.
Oh, that's not good. And I think that's when the scene ends.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Sapphire, you feel a sudden pressure in your mind as a visage forms in your sensors ever so clearly.
Oh no. Oh no.
As manifesting in this space in front of the Taurite fleet, as they are mopping up the rest of the Lithian ships, is the form of Diamond Regala.
You know, what Sapphire does at this point, he starts pouring. Okay, wait, no. Before that, what he's gonna do is he's going to try and like redirect whatever he can into like the communication systems, and tells everybody there, guys, we need to get out of here right now. I'm just letting you know, set up a course. I'm going to start diverting power into the hyperdrive systems. Because I don't know if we can fight this right here. Think?
And you get like some frantic messaging from the Taurite vessels in various ways, and then like a essentially a communication directly from the captain of your vessel. Run. We are on the edge of victory.
You know what? He's right. The only one who's scared here is me. The only one who's scared here is me. Yeah, so he like, so you know what he does? Instead of using his unleash to try and warp out, he's going to use it to create his own visage around the mothership.
I am so happy you said that.
And so, basically, let me just see if this works. I might actually try to use some team to get this done.
I mean, that might be what you have to do. Hey,
Yeah, that's a 9. So let's see.
we got hands. I see hands.
I would like to add team to the pool to bring it up to a 10.
Okay.
You want to assist?
Brings it down.
So you
to
have
1.
to describe how you want to assist.
Yeah.
How are you assisting?
Yes. So I see this diamond regalia form out in space, and then I'm like, oh gosh, we can't take that, but no, we can't run away. We gotta stay. We gotta fight. And he slams his fist into the mothership they're on, and slams his fist like, Sapphire, can you hear me? I know you're scared right now, buddy. You're probably really scared right now. You're about to face this thing now. I know you're probably scared, but listen to me. You listen to me right now, Sapphire?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Don't believe in yourself. Whatever feelings you have, don't believe in yourself, all right? Whatever you think about, do not believe in yourself. What I need you to do is, I don't believe in you. Believe in you. Believe in me, who believes in you. I want you to go out there, and I want you to take on that diamond regalia. You know why? Because I'm your big brother.
You got it. I think I saw that show. All right, let's do this. And so,
and Sapphire's light flares into being.
It like flares over, and like just these, those crystals that sort of like came from the ships that were destroyed by Marvin just start orbiting around the mothership of the Torian thing, and it just starts forming into like this giant sapphire Sirius that's just sort of flying over there, and like something like Diamond Regala.
Sapphire Sirius, you have left the confines of Earth.
That I have. And I'm not scared of you.
You should be. And the mouth of Diamond Regala cracks open, and this searing white light shoots out and jabs across the Taurite fleet, igniting every ship that it touches.
Sapphire, listen to me. Do not give up, Sapphire.
I won't.
I get it. You're
I
nervous.
won't.
You can beat this thing. And at that point, Marvin then opens up the comm to not just himself, but because really it was just like a one-to-one comm. He was talking to Sapphire one-to-one, but then he opens up the comm to all the rest of the team and he says, "See, all of us, we have your back in this." And then he opens up the comm again because he has influence over the fleet. And with everyone here on this ship, they have your back. They believe in you right now, Sapphire. You can do this. You
Right.
can beat them.
And I can't let them down.
You're
I'll
my boy,
protect them.
Blue.
I'll protect you. I'll protect everyone. And so he charges up like a beam of energy out of like the hands of this figure that he's created around the ship and tosses it at Diamond Regala. And I think that's is that like a directly engaged threat right
Yes, I'm pretty sure you're directly engaging a threat. Pretty sure.
there? Yeah. Let's get back to it. That's a 7.
That's a 7. That's a hit. You get 1
Yes.
off the list.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Diamond Regala did not expect that.
Yeah.
Like, pow!
So I see the light, the beam of light flashing and going across Diamond Regala. And when the light passes, there is a small flaw on the side of her face. You hear the grinding and sparking as their fists clench, and they launch through space at you, Sapphire, and you are going to take a powerful blow.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Can I defend or not? Because this is consequences.
This is consequence.
Okay.
I'm good at what you're thinking. Every time
Oh,
you-
no.
Oh, crap. That's not good.
Friend, you have no manner of luck on this.
Okay. So, I am going to, let's see, plus 10, choose.
It's the big hits.
You know what? No, I'm going to struggle past the pain and take 2 conditions.
You got to do another one. Aside from
Yeah,
that,
that's true.
it's
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true, that's true.
big hits.
Yeah. Let's see. Take, best conditions and give ground. Actually, no. Lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition.
Or you can take 2 more conditions. I'm easy.
I don't think I even have that many conditions to take.
Okay.
Because if I take 2, I'll only have 1 condition. And angry and insecure. Yeah, you know what? Give ground and opposition gives it's an opportunity because she just hit me really hard.
You reel back. The ship is twirling and tumbling as you fight to right yourself. And so Diamond Regala moves in for another blow, and now would be the time you can do a defend.
Yeah, definitely doing that. I want to catch her fist if I can.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, okay. Let's
Can
go.
I
Come on.
assist?
I mean, there's one more team left in the pool, so if it hits, if it's
Yeah.
close to hitting.
I'm gonna, yeah.
No. Oh, and it's a 5 even. That's just
Yeah.
galling, isn't it?
I hate that.
Good.
Well, mark potential.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the consequences here is Sapphire is going to take another powerful blow.
Oh no.
The sound of, like, two planets colliding.
Oh my god!
No!
Oh my god!
An
I mean, this is thematically
emphatic,
appropriate.
yeah, it
emphatic.
is. This is like Morocco Kiryu and beating up Sasuke.
You're fighting Unicron, for heaven's sakes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
What
man.
do?
Oof.
You know what? +10. Lose control of myself or my powers in a terrible way. Something has gone
Oh no.
terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
it has.
In this-
Of course it
Yeah. Oof.
I think what happens is those crystals start pulling in, and you start pulling in more of the crystals, and they start punching into the Taurite vessel,
Oh no.
causing alerts and alarms all across the thing, and your form starts to, like, split and distort as it kind of flickers into that version of Sapphire where those he cares about are threatened.
Right.
As
That like beast form that he like sort of.
as Regala swats the Maria Mecha aside, sending it tumbling across the void. And so, Sapphire, you are not in control.
No, I'm not. Like, you bitch! I'll kill you! He just starts screaming in these just a flurry of what the other Lithians will recognize as like the foulest of Lithian language, as just these crystal spikes just start coming out. He's gone crazy at this point. He's basically lost his mind.
Give me an engagement, and you cannot resist or avoid blows as your.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. Definitely not. That's 7.
You get your 1.
Yes. I am going to create an opportunity for my allies. So basically, he just charges straight for her and just grabs, like it's like grabs her like in a wrestling hold sort of, and tries to grapple her like that.
Yeah, and you're grappling, so wait, like she has to focus on that, and just as you're doing that, the mouth again just and just right full blown in your face.
Oh no!
As this is happening, I would like for something to happen, if possible.
Go on.
Elodie, I need you to use the suit to open a hailing frequency to every single Taurian vessel. Isla, I need you to be able to translate essentially what it is that this is the strategy. Everything needs to fire down that mouth. Now.
All right, I'm getting it open as fast as I can.
Okay.
I'll do what I can.
So yeah, take another powerful blow, I'm assuming.
Take another powerful blow, and then we're gonna have a couple.
Oh my gosh.
Biggest money, the biggest of monies.
Oh!
What's happening? Oh my god.
You just gave that the best night ever.
Am I getting ready to die?
No, the best night was the Valhalla night. There was some beautiful rolls in that.
Okay, so,
Oh my gosh.
let's
What-
see. there's nothing else for me to really do at this point except remove myself from the situation, I guess.
I believe what happens here is literally just that light, just as we saw it cut through the Taurite ships, it just vaporizes the sapphire construct's head.
Actually, you know what? I've got a better idea.
Go on.
At this point, when like the part of the beam, boom, blows off like the beast head part of Sapphire, and like underneath it is like the normal Sapphire head. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to give the opposition an opportunity, and lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to foolhardy action. Oh no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my influence to inflict a condition. And what's happened is when the beast head part of Sapphire blows off, it's just like the normal Sapphire head, like just sort of under it, and it like these little tears just sort of go around it, and it turns around towards Wally and says, "This is why I said we should run." And the head just shatters.
Marvin, please mark a condition.
I'm my condition. Oh dear.
Oh, are we out?
No, I'm gonna mark angry.
Yeah, okay.
And because of my doom side, the other one of my doom tracks is overexerting yourself or frightening loved ones. I think this is the definitely moment he's about to overexert himself.
Yeah, I'll take that. We'll come to that in a moment, because we had some call outs here to try and...
Can I describe how this looks like before the panel shifts?
Yeah, go for it.
So, as soon as that happens, you just see Marvin just staring at that, and you hear that loud of a heartbeat, but it's like, it's not the single, like, it's like, because he has two hearts, and they're going faster and faster, and his pupils just dilate.
There we go. So, on Maria, the channel is opened. We'll need a hot moment.
So,
Everyone work with animals, people.
essentially, with what vessels are there, with anyone within hailing frequency, is just fire on this point. Actually, okay, here goes nothing. I want to provoke every single person here that isn't Diamond Regala. Tyranny has shown its ugly face for the last time. This is the moment. This is the time. While that mouth is open, you pour every single missile, shot, punch, I don't care, down that wicked throat, and we end this.
Give me that provoke. And every ship in range shifts from whatever stance it was in prior, whether it was locked in combat with a Lithian ship, whether it was engaging to flee, whether it was already on its way or not. The Taurite ships all turn and move and fire everything at Diamond Regala. Full on half of the ordnance just impacts on that terrible diamond form. A good chunk of the rest does find its way down her mouth. Causing fractures and impurities to start appearing on her surface. Marvin, you're angry.
The last, pretty much only thing he sees over and over again in his mind is just that image of Sapphire right before they shattered. And he lets out this unearthly, bestial roar that echoes throughout the inside of the ship. And I'm marking up my Doom Track 1. And I am taking the Doom sign bolstered.
Oh ho.
And the bolstered Doom sign is, I get to use an adult move one time.
What is that adult move?
Marvin walks out to the edge of the ship. And what he does is he's using that open comm that Bargas created, and he's trying to empathize with the Lithians. When you openly emphasize with someone, roll plus mundane, and they must reveal a vulnerability on a plus 10 take influence over them as well.
So are you sympathizing with the Lithians or with Diamond Regala?
With Diamond Regala.
Okay. Very specific.
So, first I roll.
Yep. Okay, so you get one thing.
Yeah, they must reveal a vulnerability or marked condition.
Mm-hmm. Empathize. So how are you empathizing with Diamond Regala?
Because I saw what Sapphire transformed into, and I see Diamond Regala, and I'm seeing that little connection. That what Sapphire did is basically almost the same thing that Diamond Regala did. Like, they just unleashed themselves and gave in to whatever raw emotions, this anger, this desperation, and everything. And he clenches his fists and he just reaches out through the comms, through everything, to the Diamond Regala and says, "You need to calm down. Like, calm the fuck down. You don't need to kill all these people just because one lithium has pissed you off. You don't need to do this. I get it. Fighting solves things. And that's something I believe in. But because of the fighting, the unnecessary fighting, My best friend got shattered. But you don't need to do this. We can stop this right now. You have the power to stop this right now. Everyone out here is about to kill you. You don't need to die. All you need to do is stop this right now, and no more deaths can happen. No more deaths of your people, of our people. We need to end this because it's like they said, this has been going on for... It needs to stop.
That rumbling and grinding of tectonic plates of diamond moving and shifting to regard you and just you, Marvin. The weight of an entire world bearing down on your personage. I am perfection. If they are not willing to submit to my rule, then they are not worth keeping.
Oh, get over yourself! You think you're special? You think you're perfect? You're fucking... No, you are not perfect. There is nothing perfect about you. There's nothing perfect about anyone out here. Everyone in this world has flaws. Everyone in this universe has flaws. I have been to multiverses and I've seen everything out there, and everyone has flaws. No one is perfect. And know it's a sign of the fact that you're definitely not perfect? Someone perfect would not be losing their cool like you are doing right now. Someone who's perfect would not be losing their temper and combining themselves with some giant ship and just killed one of their own people because they lost their temper. Someone who's perfect would not do that. So pretty much, you just proved it to your own self. You are not perfect. So pretty much everything you've been doing up to this point has been for nothing. So you need to stop this.
There's a moment, that very pregnant pause, where Diamond Regala looks at you, Marvin, looks inside themselves. Shut up, shut up, shut up! And the fist comes down on you.
Do I take a powerful blow?
I'm pretty sure you're taking a powerful blow at that point.
Take a powerful blow.
Yeah. That's right on the money
That's
there.
10. That's right on Eddie money right there. I'm going to time to bring this to the upper levels of anime right now. I'm going to remove myself from battle as he just takes the hit because he does not want to fight them. He doesn't want to. He's trying to prove a point. And he just takes the hit and the fist slams down on him. And as this huge fist slams him into this deck, he presses his face. He's like, his face is up against the fist. And he's like, gotta understand though, nothing's wrong with being perfect, not being perfect. By not being perfect, it gives you character. It gives you a purpose to be around people. Not being perfect is perfect. And he passes out.
The
At this point,
no, go on.
oh, at this point, Sapphire's that thing that he made, the image of himself that was one with the ship. The head is still knocked off. It's still like sort of laying limp, but it starts twitching. You're actually beyond reason, aren't you? No matter what anyone says, you're still never going to change. The hand starts struggling to move back up, and a spark just sort of ignites inside of it. There's only one way to get you to stop this, isn't it? I'm not going to let you hurt any more of my friends. Not this time. This ends here. Shining sapphire! Surge! And so he like shoots out this beam of energy at Diamond Regala when her attention is off of him because she thinks he's dead at this point, and just fires off a beam of energy and tries as hard as he can to knock the head off of this thing. And is that a directly engage or an unleash your powers?
I'm pretty sure that's a direct engage.
Right. That's an 8.
That's a solid hit.
Yeah, so try to take something from him. I'm gonna try and take like the head of the thing off, and by blowing its head off, even if it can still animate like my thing can, it will at least get rid of that god-awful mouth laser.
Yeah. You fire, and Diamond Regala is. What? Of course I never change. And the head is slowly consumed by the sapphire thing, and just. This isn't the end, Sapphire Sirius. I will hunt you through this galaxy and any other I can track you through. And as the head is dissolved away, the body just starts to fall back in the vacuum as it goes limp, breaking apart into component pieces.
Well, I'll be ready for you, wherever you are. I'm not gonna run away again. And so another like head just sort of forms itself out of like the hole that was left. It's not a perfect head, it's a kind of messed up, very rudimentary, fragmented head thing, but it's there. And he like sort of reaches out to Marvin's limp, floating form in space, and like takes him and very softly holds him in there and tries to bring him back into the ship.
Yeah.
And yes.
What would you all like to do next as we come to our closing scenes for this issue?
Right. So the fleet has retreated then? The enemy fleet?
The Lithian fleet, yeah, there are a couple remnants left, and they have retreated.
Right. So as soon as that fleet goes away, the form of Sapphire over the ship just sort of cracks start forming in it, and then this exhale just reverberates through like all the comms as it sort of shatters into these like little stardust, and the the power core that Sapphire's like core is inside of, it lets off a spark and ejects his power core out of it and just sort of tumbles onto the floor at that point. And yeah.
I think at that point, um, I think that's precisely the point when Sapphire's ship shows up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the freaking Kirby craft
Just boom, like right, just stops like that beautiful image of like from outside in space, and then we cut to the next panel, and it's viewing from inside the vessel that Sapphire was a part of, and just that slow drift past the viewports.
Perfect.
Okay, my ship's here. I can use that to patch up what's left of the core. This, your ship will be all right. And he just sort of like he's like trying to form himself out of his like thing. Like so only like half of his torso just sort of formed up from his core at this point, as he's just trying to crawl himself back up into his full form, like what Sandman was doing in that Spider-Man movie. But yeah,
the Torites kind of like help support you as you get set back up.
Where's Marvin? Did he make it? Did I get him back in here?
He is in medical.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for saving us, Sapphire Sirius.
As I said, I'm not like the rest of them. I'm your friend.
You are not.
And does anybody have anything else they wish to do? Because if not, then I think that is the perfect place to end tonight's episode of Sunset City. Thank you all so much for showing up tonight. Hope you had as wonderful a time watching as we did and playing it. This was, once more, places we don't expect to go, but the places where we do end up are amazing. Let's go around the table, have people talk it out, tell us what they liked about this show, where we can find them elsewhere. We start, of course, where we stopped. Wally, how you doing, friend? Where can we find you?
If this wasn't a game that like where like the definition of the whole thing of like a single roll can change the entire mood of a situation, that right there was the definition of that. Because oh boy, those rolls took the wind out of our sails super fast. Like super fast. Oh man, it was such a great show. This was such a great episode. It was just because we needed that good lithium episode, and this was it. Because this was an episode long overdue. I was waiting for an episode like this so bad, where they face lithiums and they go to space. That was like something I've been waiting for the longest. Like, yes, we're going to space. I love it.
I hadn't had time/inclination with the arcs we had been doing before to make it happen, but then it was just so perfectly presented before me. Oh, look, Loki's going to send them somewhere. I don't have to send them to another dimension. I can just put them in space.
It was perfect. The episode was perfect. Shout outs to you, Matt. As always, killing it every single time. You bring it to the table. And the best part, what is so great about you is that you, when we throw the chaos at you, you just weather through it. And you're like, yes, okay, I got this. I know what I'm doing here. And it's just so good. And I love it because it's one part that also you're like, I want to give these players everything they want. but then I'm just gonna slap him down really hard because like, all right, here's phase 2. Nope. And that's when you smack us down really hard and remind us that you were the DM, and it is so good. Sup, y'all? It is me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime, a best friend on the internet, who will, you know what? They will use their Taco Bell app code for a coupon, not for themselves, but for you, because you said you were hungry, you wanted a gordita, and I'm like, hey, I got a coupon for gordita. Yeah, you know, get that gordita with for free. Yeah, definitely. He'll use their coupon for you. You can find me tomorrow over at Colonomic. Playing some Monster of the Week at 7:00. Oh boy, if you like the most rock star game of Monster of the Week ever, I highly recommend you check this out because oh boy, as I say whenever I talk about this game, I say, look, we fucked a hole in time and space. I cannot say that about any other game I've ever played in. So no, that's not a reason to want to watch this game. I can't see anything else. Wednesday, I'm over at Unmade Gaming playing some Burn Bright. Gonna be playing some Burn Bright this Wednesday at 8 p.m. My character, I'm actually the character showing up in the middle of the campaign. So I have a little bit of extra burden on my shoulders because I might be a plot hook. I might not be a plot hook. Who knows? Am I not? What am I playing? You're gonna have to tune into Unmade Gaming at 8 p.m. to find out what I'm doing. Then after that, oh my gosh, I have nothing else. I only stream twice a week now.
You have an off season?
I remember there being this distant whisper about something on Nymeria's channel that's coming up.
Yes, that's true. Actually, me and Amiri, we're going to be starting up a show pretty soon. We're actually currently working on it. We're going to be doing a little talk show between us. It's not going to be like a regular show, but it's definitely going to be a show that we're working on where it's just going to be us chatting it up, talking about things, maybe play some 2-person games. Who knows? We'll see. You have to tune in to find out about that. Also, what else do I have going for me? Yes, you can actually find me in right now, over at Colonomicon every Sunday, as you know, is One Shot Sundays. But this month is actually a very special month of One Shot Sundays. This month of One Shot Sundays is powered by the Apocalypse May, or PBT May, as we call it. This month we will be running nothing but powered by the Apocalypse games for One Shot Sundays. This week we're doing Comrade, and they're doing it right now. Is fantastic. What's going on right now? We have another episode. We're doing Good Society for another episode. It's just going to be fantastic. Every week is going to be a powered by the Apocalypse game. But here's the best part. I make my DMing on stream debut as I run a game of Thirsty Sword Lesbians for a group of people, and it is going to be fantastic.
Speak of the devil, there they are.
Yes. So if you want to see me for the first time DM on stream, tune in.
You got to. And
Oh,
speaking
that's
of the
right.
Colonomicon, look at that!
Oh, there
Thank
they
you!
are.
Yeah,
Friend of the channel,
and the
Colin.
finish of the plug.
Speak
for your
of the
plugging
devil,
their channels.
and they
Right after
shall
I finish
appear.
Plugging, powered by the Apocalypse May, Colonomicon comes rolling in here. So I call that good timing. This week is an off week, isn't it, for the comics?
It is off week for comics.
It's
yes.
off week comic.
Oh, then I have the perfect off week comic for this. It's a new line of comics coming out. It's called Sunset City Team Ups. Sunset City Team Ups is that every month it's a self-contained story every month, but it's a team up between 2 characters in the Sunset City universe that either you would normally expect them to be in the same comic book together, or totally not expected to be in the same comic book together with a story. This week in Sunset City Team Ups, it is an issue that we like to call Training Day, as Marvin is doing a ride-along with the Beatles.
Marvin with the beat alls, yes.
Yep, he's doing a ride-along with them.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. For those who are just coming in, the beat alls are the rest of the supervillain / mercenary group that came and helped menace the Mythfits this time, composed of the recently deceased Mood Ringo, Paul McCartney, Ivan Leningrad, and Gorge Harrison.
I like to picture that the cover of the comic, there's the normal cover, there's Sunset City Team Up cover where it's like it's like this is the first issue. You just see a bunch of like characters of some Sunset City line of comics. It says who will be the team up in this issue, but the special variant cover that comes out a month later is a recreation of Sgt. Pepper and the Lonely Hearts Band, but it's the Beat-Alls and Marvin and the other members of the Mythfits all around them, and they're recreating the cover of Sgt. Pepper and the Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Yes. Perfect. I love it. That is amazing. So many good stuff. And Wally, thank you so much for bringing what you brought tonight, because hey, it doesn't go full anime unless you go that way. So love it. And swinging over to the other prima of tonight's show, Corey, how are you doing, friend? Where can we find you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Once again, this was an awesome episode. But yeah, I am Corey Sparks, also known as Hyperlight Sparks. As I mentioned earlier, you can find me on Twitter at Hyperlight Sparks with an X. And sometimes I post up there. And yes, that's pretty much all I've really got going right now. And yeah, this episode was... Wally just took all the words out of my mouth, basically. This was that Lithian episode that I've been waiting for since I made this character. Sapphire finally got to stand toe-to-toe with Diamond Regala, and he got his ass kicked as much as I thought that he should. Because here's the thing about this. I think it's not a secret to anybody just how the Lithians and Sapphire in general is a reference to Steven Universe. This is what the fight with White Diamond should have gone down like. This is what I imagine that fight to go like. But yes, this was amazing, and Matt, you are amazing. This was just, oh my God. I don't have any words that Wally hasn't already said. This was just one of my favorite episodes so far.
Well, it's amazing, and we don't have it without you.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, right, the off issue for the comics. All right, so considering this is kind of fitting because it has to do with space. During the year 1999, the Y2K bug sent waves of fear throughout the population of Earth. A particular subset of scientists created the star colony Telsey in order to try and escape the ravages that they expected. Of course, this doom never came, but this generation ship is still floating around through space, trying to find a suitable location. Now, this sounds like just an average, ordinary sci-fi setup, but the aesthetic of this comic, imagine all of the old 1999 through early 2000s hip-hop and R&B music videos. You know how P. Diddy would always have like those metallic backgrounds with the little things. TLC, who the thing was named after, had that No Scrubs video with the futuristic suits. It's the Star Colony Telsey, the Y2K comic adventures of the revolutionary rock star band Essence, their mysterious leader Vita Vitalia, the daughter of Governor Vitalia, the corrupt leader of the space colony, who knows a secret that Vita has just found out. Earth survived the Y2K bug, but Governor Vitalia is not willing to give up his power. And he is going to try everything he can to keep Vita and her friends Cherry and Raven from returning back to Earth where they belong. And the entire time, we've got characters who are all based on those R&B stars from that era. And yes, It's the first issue of Star Colony Chelsea. Be on shelves this summer, I guess. Yeah. As for the
Boy.
cover, it's just sort of like the space station itself, just sort of in the middle, and at the top are just like from the eyes up of Vita, Cherry, and Raven, the three protagonist girls, just sort of looking through that thing, through the void of space. And yeah, that's
Fantastic. You talk about Y2K and that sort of thing, and it's like, oh, that's totally retro. Oh God, I'm so old. God, don't do this to me. No, that's
Yes.
fantastic. I love it.
I heard that so hard I got more gray in my beard. Hey everybody, Pope here. Pope World Bill on Twitter, Pope World Bill on Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. This was an incredible episode. A week doesn't go by where you all don't just like amaze me, and I adore you all. If you, quick plugs, if you want to find more of this ridiculous face, you get a couple of opportunities. First and foremost, over on Follow Black Cats, we continue on where I play my second worst character in history, Sherlock, in the Hexcrawl, the spy game. It ended on a bang, a very large one, and there's probably a hike involved. So tune in to see the misery. And then I can't seem to get away from Mecha. Like, it was Lancer, then Tonight, and then keep your eyes peeled on Praxigoria Thesmophoria's channel, as a little bird told me that there's going to be a Mechton game. And I might know a person who's appearing on it, so you might want to tune in for that. And that's going to be on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. So if you're not tuning into one of these fabulous people, tune in over there. And as always, every other Sunday, come back here for all of this amazing goodness. But variant covers. Huh. And new off issues. Well, it's a long time coming, folks. Issue -101 of Ground Control. This is a group of heroes that deal with space-time shenanigans. They have a file on Marvin. Actually, they have an entire room on Marvin, and it irritates the hell out of them. And they track all anomalies and try to course correct when something goes cataclysmically wrong. There's a lot of tie-ins with the different mystic heroes, space heroes, tech heroes. It's this giant mixing pot, all with a handful of regulars, including someone that may or may not be Hell Warden's brother. We're not entirely sure. There's a familial resemblance. But yes, you in this issue -101, we get to see on the cover Major Tom with an old time cell phone calling from some sort of dinosaur planet. The dinosaurs are very feathery, very colorful, and a bunch of compies are eating a pizza box and the pizza inside, and it's just Tom there on the cover. I found the anomaly. I don't think I can fix it. And it just says on the bottom, consequences of Geofront and Magic is the title.
Wow, that is such a mashup of so many different setups from all of our stuff. That is.
Wait a minute. Did you just put in the origin of Xanadu?
You'll
Look,
have to read it.
we don't talk
Uh,
about the Black Door, okay?
You have to read the comic, folks. Because this one is current continuity. Again, this is an old comic that keeps popping back up.
To
It
me-
takes a couple of years hiatus, comes back up. We're on the negative numbers now because they already went through every decimal of pi,
I was gonna say
up to like
me,
37.
this feels like a mashup of the Linear Men and Exiles in the best and worst possible ways.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
absolutely like just terrible things happen to anyone who is involved with ground control. It is just once you're a member, you can't get out, and every time you get picked, something terrible is going to happen, and you're going to have to try and find your way free because backup's very rare.
Perfect.
And on that note of high stakes, again, I want to thank all of you who are tuning in, whether it's live, VOD, YouTube. A story is nothing without its audience. Thank you all so much, and follow these wonderful people. And to chime just slightly back to something that Wally said, where we set up the chaos and you just ride through it, that just pinged an image. If there are any artists out there that want to try and tackle this, I want to see that man, that killer GM, done up as Roland from the Dark Tower, riding through a hailstorm. Because that is what this man does every other Sunday. Thank you all so much. I'll see you soon.
Celeste, where can we find you? What you up to?
I know a few people. I might be able to make that happen. Give me some time. Hi, I'm Celeste PLS with way too many underscores on Twitter. I'm Celeste Shepherd here on Twitch. I don't do a whole lot of streaming of my own, but I show up on other people's channels sometimes. Right now, this is kind of the only thing I've got going on, but I don't know. There's a casting being done for a season over on Weave, so I might poke my face in there, see what's up. But for now, this is all I've got going on. This and working, as you do. Gotta have that day job. Anyway, off cover, there's a young hero that I've been meaning to get a cover for here for a little while now. Name of Rays. Mr. Randy Reitman makes a pact with a being of silicon. It's a little tiny thing, not quite a fairy, more outer spacey, but he's got the ability to control friction, either to increase or decrease it. So he's pretty cool. I love him. I want to see him on a cover.
Friction control. Now there's a power set you don't always see. Fascinating. Okay. Rays. Got it. And last but absolutely not the least, Christy, how are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Polish Christy. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I'm here every other Sunday with these amazing people that I love to no end. Right now, that's all I've got going. I have other things in the works, but nothing definitive yet for schedule. The off book is going to follow someone called Marie Javetsky. And I've been reading a lot of reverse harem books. So this is going to be all about her and her harem. Obviously, 3 dark and brooding characters are going to be her love interest, and she's just going to say, I can't decide. So enjoy Marie Javetsky and all of her 3 magical dark brooding characters that love and worship her to no end, because obviously.
So I'm getting the name of this down as Tall, Dark, and Magical.
Agreed. You're not wrong.
I know I'm not.
Anyways, again, I'm gonna reiterate what everybody else says. Matt, co-GM, amazing every single time. And if you're not already, you need to follow every single one of these amazing people. They're my friends and my loved ones, and I would do anything for them, so you should too.
So sweet. And so it comes back down to me. Hi, folks. I'm Matt. I'm the Killer GM. You can find me on Twitter at the Killer GM, where I write about various nerd things when I can remember to do so because the brain does things. But anyways, hey, I try to write about nerd things as I can, talk with people, do things. I run this wonderful menagerie of people through Masks every other Sunday. I don't have any other live games I'm doing right now. I do have a couple private games that I push people through and that I get to participate in and have the joy of doing. I am working on things I cannot talk about right now, but I am working on things, which is always fun to say. And lastly, I do not kill with my gun, I kill with my heart. Because that's the best way to do things. And yeah, this is like I said, I had no idea where I knew where I was starting with this. I did not know how it was going to end, and I am so glad we got to do everything we got to do tonight. And these people are, as always, a joy to play games with. Follow them, watch them, do what they do. They are I could hardly ask for a finer table than these folks. They are so wonderful. And so yeah, just keep up with them, and hopefully we'll be able to keep this one going. Some chronal shifts might be coming later rather than sooner, but we're going to do what we can to make sure to keep this show rolling as best we can. Before we go for the night, we of course must cut away. We are back to Earth. The Bureau of Observation. Director, we found it. We found it. You have found the hive. And the Grigori? We've started making excursions, sir. But we don't think we found it yet. Plenty of Nephilim, though. Good. We must start harvesting them then. The sooner we can find my Grigori, the sooner I can be restored. And so, friends, as we leave on that image, with a Killer GM, remember you can always bet your life on it. Good night, my friends. Good night.